used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with. This life like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and then I fall to be right when I wait to save me, a superhero in your my soul when I was falling. You moved the clouds to stop me from hitting the ground. In every goal there was a meaning, for this love ain't kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and then I fall to be superhero in your sleep. A superhero in your sleep.
Yo, what is up, my homies? Here from Sinz, and we're here to look at our new scrap item from the giant scrapyard. So how do you get the hay and forage pack for free? Well, if you bought the season passes you see in front of you for $39.99 US, you got it as part of that content. This was pack number 2, releasing tomorrow, but for certain platforms it released about 5 p.m. Eastern time today. I've just been busy and haven't gotten around to it, and actually I'm kind of not looking forward to playing with this stuff, but oh well, we're going to get her done. I guess we got to show it off. The next pack is going to be a bonus pack. We have no idea what it's going to be. After that, pack 4 is going to be equipment to improve productivity. Based off of the imagery, I think it might be compost coming to base game. And then expansion 5 is going to give us a new map with new crops. Okay, so let's say you don't want to do all that. What's it going to cost you? And there goes my screen refreshing again. Why is it doing that? It's annoying. Anywho, you can buy it separately for $9.99 if you think this is something that might be worth it. You do get, I believe, 17 authentic new machinery. And you will slowly see it scroll through your screen right now. And then we're going to pop in the game and put every one of these through some usage. How about that? So if you give me a second, you guys will get a we're gonna go back to this screen here while I load up the game.
wise man once said, to forget how to dig the soil, tend the earth, is to forget ourselves. Well, maybe some have, but a few of us still know. You gotta be willing to put in the time, make the sacrifice.
Well, happy 1 month early birthday to Brendan.
Don't get me wrong. The sweet smell of the morning dew, the way the warm sun and the cool breeze can dance across your skin.
So I'm going to put up a poll after the stream to see what you guys think of this here hay and forage pack that they give us. In all intents and purposes, it's Alpine DLC 2.0. Now, if you look at Season 1 compared to Year 1 and Year 2 season passes, we have one more content than last year. So if it makes you feel better if you think this is junk, just to include this, we'll pretend this is the free bonus DLC. Hopefully the next one, it's supposed to be the bonus DLC stuff, is better than this. So as it feels very similar, it is a bit different. Newer technology, different equipment. No new electric vehicles, which is interesting.
Year after year. That's a calling that's never ending. It stretches far forward and back from us as long as farmers have been tending this earth. And farmers will be around as long as such a thing exists. Tomorrow is secured by those willing to dirty their hands today. So when you feel alone out there in the field,
Lay this way, baby. Hey, lay this way. Oh, my mic's still open. Oops.
think about all those that have come before you. And all those that'll follow. Plant today. Harvest tomorrow.
So for this, we're going to go back to a junk map. One we had in 19. Let's start this. We're also going to check out a few other mods that came out today that have been long awaited. Some of them are by 82 Studios, some of them are by other folks. I actually forgot to place some of these items, but oh well, we'll do it. We'll do it anywho. What is up, Outlaw? Outlaw's live, by the way, folks. He's been on there for... Holy crap, that's all in one stream? 6 hours ago he started that stream. He's going for the long haul, my friends. So, don't look at that. Y'all didn't see that. So you guys will remember this from 19. And I'm going to point something out in the shop. They need to fix it for the new one. And you recall all this equipment. This is actually kind of cool because this had all-wheel steering. It's kind of nice for little farm movement. I like it. Not bad. You remember this old beast? Just for some memories. Some people still play with this stuff every now and then for starting equipment. So, first is first, and crap, I didn't put down we could put down a pallet. I was going to stage a truck with tipped over material, but oh well. I didn't do that, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. Is this where we do pallets? Bells. We got some grass and hay bales. Let's see how this works with this. I might get with it a little bit. I'm not by far not professional with this piece of equipment. Now 82 Studios did put out a training video on how to utilize his equipment, and I probably need to watch it for his other stuff. So there is a gotta wait for it to switch over back to my controllers. There we go, now I can read it. Alright. So let's go here. Open cover should put the outriggers out. Oops. Make sure you got enough clearance. Now this bumper here is pretty cool. Watch this corner here, folks. This is more useful when you're towing heavy equipment, but we're going to go ahead and add weight to it. That is awesome. So we're going to weigh the front down just because we can. Now we're going to go to this piece of equipment, and if I remember right, it is... Nope. Oh, we got to unfold the crane. You got strobes all over it. It looks really good. It holds 25,000 liters of fuel to refuel equipment on the go. The crane is pretty simple to use, but we want to, I think if we attach that, there we go. So I just detached our little crane hooky doodad there, right? It's sitting in that yellow box. So now we want to go back to this. We're going to roll that bad boy down. And I am too far back. Uh-oh. So this is my first time trying to get it out of there. I think you're gonna have to hop out and lift that thing out of there. So we're just gonna set that on the ground. Now you can set it in there with the crane, but I don't think you can grab it out of there with the crane. Unless I'm not seeing what to do here. Alright, so now we're going to go back in. We're going to drop her down. Boom. So what's cool about this is you can unfold it. Drop it down. Lift it up. And you can move it. It's got pretty good reach. So let's say I wanted it over here. This has a 180 rotation on it. Let's say I wanted it closer to the house or whatever. Boom. And that's what this thing is cool for. So we can go ahead and fold that back up. So we're going to swing this all the way back around. And you'll see I'll be able to drop this right in that little box. attach it, fold my things, pull my outriggers, and keep on moving. Hey Kobe, how do you do today? We're checking out some A2 Studio stuff. There, I attach it to that. Nope, this is what I want to do. Oh, it did attach.
Stop.
Alright, what's going on here? Alright, we're going to fold the crane. We're going to attach that in its place, and the outriggers, we're going to close cover. Something else you can do is you can open up cabinets. You can do some role play. And you can also have this stuff not be there, and I think it'll give you straps, possibly. Anywho, that's just a little tidbit. And to find this truck, you need to go into the one that works with this. Is, I believe it has a special name. There it is. It's going to be the Superliner X service frame. That's what you're going to want, my friends. So that's enough of hanging out here. We're going to go over to the garage. This truck has a little baby horn. It looks good inside, you know, it is what it is. Check out some signs. As you can see here, I had a couple failed attempts of trying to figure out what vehicle setup would work with this. This truck will also work with, there's another piece of equipment over here. Ah yes, that piece. We'll show you that right quick. So we're going to dump that. I'm doing okay. So here we have you can unfold this. You can open up cabinets on this. Let's see, what else can we do? So you can go up and down. You can go out. I believe you're supposed to go just like that. Attach. Lift. Up. Didn't do it right. And you can tow your vehicles back. Okay, that's that. Don't worry about those two. Now we're going to show you this one. Yep. Now there's nothing wrong with it. I purposely have that one extended out. So we're going to put all that weight down. See, now this is, you're seeing this in in its working situation. Now I've extended it further out to give me more leverage on putting the weight down. I think the other one might be better for this than what we got going on here. A whole lot of lights. And I'm already hooked up to this. Should be. Yeah. And this one works a lot like the other one. This can connect to allegedly almost every truck in game. Alright, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for this crap. So what we have here is some funny looking Alpine DLC stuff. You got strobes, you got lights. You can put the sensors on it, GPS. Now what's cool is you can move this around poles and whatnot. That's actually kind of slick. I can see how that can come in handy. So let's talk about steering. You got all-wheel, you got front, you got rear, you got crab right and left, and all-wheel steering. You got your 4 ways and turn signals. Reverse. Looks like some LEDs might be bad, and this is a brand new piece of equipment. So you got this guy. Got his bigger brother over here. We just got it shown with different wheel options. This one's a little bit more horsepower. I set this up to do high inclines. Got extra stability on it. And again, you can get shifty with it, just like before. Lights for days, 4 ways and all that good stuff is on here. Turn signals. Let's see, we got some mower heads. Actually, no, I take that back. This here is a windrower. Windrower. You got a mower deck. You got a tedder, it looks like. You have another swathing windrower there. Another mower. The 2 brand new lawnmowers from hell with a wider range, and they also have a windrower version. You can select it, and it's one vehicle. It's selectable which one you want, and it has a cool function. So check this out, folks. Boom, you got push or ride mode on both of those. So while we're talking about this, let's look. Well, no, we'll get to that in a second. Then you have this windrower. And that one, and you got a wagon here with a pickup, with or without the pickup, and then you got this little funky dump truck thingy. And this is one of the beds. This is a Forage wagon that picks up on the rear. And you can get it with 3-point. So you can technically mow and pick up at the same time. The capacity is low. You can put silage on there. She is full. And another attachment for that is this little baby dumper right here. You use it to transport pallets and whatnot around as well. There's customizations for that. So let's get little baby bear out, see what she can do. Oh, there's another mower there. I'm not sure which one's bigger than the other. That's a 360 plus. So this is going to be the smaller of the two. Oh, so you can get shifty with that too. Not much wiggle room there. Let's see. What else do we have? Unfold mower. Looks like it's got rotary blades. Turn mower on. That's kind of cool. Boom, baby. Yeah, we bebopping. Oons, 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 oons. So you can lower the mower. There you go. You can see the mower's working. So you know what? Let's windrow behind us. Let's see what this thing does. Let's see if we can tag team here. And as you can see, it does support GPS. So let's look at the cost of these right quick. Alright, so if we go in to here, now I just realized that there's another way to look at stuff in the shop, especially when you get new stuff. You can double click on this. Now I didn't know this. Maybe it's just because my heart's in my arse. So the H75, the red one we're in now, is 103,500 base, which is 75 horsepower. What I call the bigger one is still 75 horsepower. It holds less fuel. They would go the same speed. This one weighs more. This one's 127,500. The Mountie 110V is not electric. It sounds like it should be. It's 121,500. And the Multi T8X is 126,500, and that's going to come in. So this is, so you got 75, 75, 109 horsepower, and 109 horsepower. That's as high as you're going to get there. The tipper, it's going to cost you 6,000. The forage wagon is going to cost you 30 grand. This is a good way to start a farm. I think this is, I'm going to really probably use this stuff maybe when they come out with that new map at the end of the year. So this bad boy costs you 23,500 for this push mower. 26 horsepower, 10 liters of fuel, 4 miles. It can work between 2.2 and 4.2 meters. Working speed is the same at 4. So here's the mowers. This is the one we're hooked up to now. 52 horsepower requirement, 3 meters, 13 mile working speed. And then you get here, requires 65 horsepower, same 3 meters. It weighs more, same working speed. Then you go to Krone. Krone's a little bit bigger, 3.2 meter working speed, working with. 13 miles per hour is working speed, and 65 horsepower for the requirement. And this little guy we're connected to now requires 65 horsepower, 8.2 meters working with. And actually, that's not the one I think we have right now. This is the guy we have, I think. This is 3.5, 30 horsepower. And we're starting to get into windrowers. This one's going to be 26,500. Next one's going to be 91,000. This tow behind big boy is going to cost you 125,000, and this one that's kind of similar to stuff we already have is 92,000, and that wagon's going to cost you 86,500. So there's your prices for it, folks, and that's the easiest way to find it. So we're going to try to unfold this. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're going to turn that on. And we're going to turn on the mower. Or no, unfold it. Turn it on. And we're going to hire a worker. So as you can see, it's working well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you only have one direction for this. Let me stop here right quick. Let's go back to so you can fold it, you can lift it, you can turn it on and off. That does this. That does that. You adjust the steering. It's got a little baby horn. Yeah, so it does not have flipping capabilities. But that's this guy at work. So this guy's got the tedder and the crown mower. Woohoo! Yeah! I'm not gonna lie, these things can be kind of fun. So we're going to have that guy work that half of the field, and then we're going to have this guy work this half of the field. He's going to be tedding, so he's going to be windrowing grass. This guy's going to be making hay. We're going to split the field. So hypothetically, it should run off this front deck's width. We are on the Alpine map. I did use some movie magic to own the entire map and flip everything to grade A grass, fully ready to harvest. So we'd have enough room to play. So as you can see, instead of windrowing, we are mowing and turning this directly into hay. Straw? No, hay. Yep. We're turning it into hay. So it does what you think it's going to do. Where's this guy at? Okay, he's still working. He's still trying to figure out how to do what he's going to do. Alright. I don't think there's any point of showing this. It's just a bigger unit than the other one. We might get to it. Let's see. What else can we do here? So these are windrowers. We'll check those out in a minute. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and cut another yard. And this guy's gonna mow and windrow. I don't know if this thing has enough power, but we're gonna find out. The work is doing pretty good. Now we're on flat surfaces. We want to show you this on some oddball terrain here in a little bit. So we're going to unfold this. Now what's cool about this is you can roll this bad boy in. You can pull those arms in if you need to avoid an obstacle, which is quite clever. I'll give him that. It's pretty slick. So we're going to turn this thing on. So let's see what this does. So see, that pulls that side in. And you can do the same with the other side. Pretty slick, right? Let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, that's about it. So let's switch over to mower. We're going to unfold that bad boy. We're going to turn that bad boy on. We're going to go ahead and lower her. And we're going to go ahead and hire a worker. So she's working and she'll eventually get up to speed, but she can't handle it. We're going to let that one go. Somebody's blocked by an object. Who is the idiot that is stuck? Which one of you guys are being troublemakers? Definitely not you. Oh, it must have been me blocking. Alright. So let's check this out. Oh, you're skipping rows, bro. You're skipping rows. I don't know why. Oh, it's going off the back of the back of this guy. It should be going off the front. That's alright. We'll let him do his thing. So you just saw all those work. That guy's gonna be later. This one's gonna be later. Let's do this. So we're gonna use the mower. And we're gonna ride it. Now unfortunately you can't put GPS on this yet. So let's say I have a worker doing the grass field and I want to clean up all this mess around here. So check this out, my homies. Oh, and we can hire a worker, I believe. Let me see here. Oh no, can't hire a worker or use GPS. No bueno. Yeah, we need to get that fixed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn this on. So I can go ahead and cut this all up. And it's just a scissor mower, just like we had before. This is actually perfect width for this. You can just set your cruise control, mind your business, and if you do the Alt-0, well, it doesn't do anything. Alright, well. So yeah, you could have workers working in the field, you can be cleaning up the outside, because who wants to leave free money on the ground? Not me. No sir. But it's a cool little piece of equipment. As you can see, you can get real detailed with the line. Now granted, there's no collision here on these posts. It's not going to be that easy on certain other maps. So we're going to pull off so you can see the animation here. Yeah, you don't want to run into these things. Now lift tool is not an option when you're in ride mode, but if we go back out here, we can lift it. And you can lift it on, and then drop it back down and start cutting again. But in dry mode, that's not an option. You do have working lights, which seem to be really bright. Although I am curious, shouldn't there be two wheels, like one on each side? I'm just saying. To me it feels a little weird that there's only one wheel here. I don't know if somebody stole my wheel or what. Alright. Boom, baby. So now we have a swather, I guess is the best way to put this. So you can do you can turn it on, driving mode, toggle working modes, so you can go left or right. Well, in operation, so that's cool. So right now it's set to left, which is going to be perfect because we wanted to get away from that fence. And we're going to get to see this thing at work. As you can see, it is doing as intended. The swathing looks really good. I'll pick up on that. So now we can flip the script, since I don't want to go all the way back down to the other end, and we can just come up on it nice and easy, baby. Pretty solid, right? I actually kind of like this. I think this is going to be really nice around the farmhouse. And now look, I can be able to get it. Now if that needed to move over some more, I can do that. Boom, baby. And that's how this thing works. Again, plenty of light. So yeah, we need a modded version that will work with GPS, higher speeds. Higher work would be nice. So I'd have to say, out of the mower pack, this hay pack, I think this is probably the coolest thing. I think this is probably one of the things I might get the most use out of, along with our next friend here. So we're not going to show this dump. Well, we can show this dump truck. We can show it. So what's cool about this, it's got all kinds of wheel configurations, but I like the 2 dualies in the back, singles in the front. So let's see, we're going to fill this up with something fancy. How about grass? Come on, grass. Boom. So as you can see, it holds 2,400 liters. You have tip side options. So you can do tip side back, left, right, and those are your options. So we all know what things look like when they tip in the back, but let's see what it looks like when it tips. We'll tip right. And unload. That's it, my friends. Pretty simple. Nothing you haven't already seen before. Now, I believe in 19 there was way more attachments for this thing. So we're going to show you another cool setup that I think might be utilized on around the farm. Is this little rig. But since we got the 3-point hitch on it, so this is what's called a merger. And then we can go left, we can go right, we can go on the outside, but no center. So what is the outside? Outside is exactly what it means. So if I turn that on, each belt's going a different direction, which is going to put it where it needs to go. And can you toggle this? Yes, you can toggle left. Now everything's going to go back to the right. Or you can go to the outside. So we're going to drive through that big pile of grass we put. And the only reason I dropped this is because technically this is way too heavy and too powerful for this vehicle. But when you got a big dumpity dump like this, you can split it. Make it a little bit more manageable. So now we want to go left. And there we go. Now I can move everything away from that fence. And it does fold up nice and easy to get around town. It is quite heavy. Woohoo! Like I said, you can have fun with this little guy. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to drop this off over yonder. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. So this is another forward running machine. Nice for even smaller applications. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to do so you got left swath, right swath. That's all you got. Two options, folks. And it does exactly what you saw over there with the great animations. So let's go back over here. Let's get the big boy, the big mower. So we have, what is this? 3, 3, and 3.2. Let's go ahead and buy another one of these. Something tells me I should have done a 3 meter. But we're going to figure out, can you go big or do you have to stay on the fuel? Small ones. So the concept is here, we want to mow and pick up at the same time. So we're going to pick up loose grass. So we're going to unfold the wagon, which this is kind of cool. You're going to lower it, you're going to turn it on. You're going to unfold the mower deck, you're going to lower, turn it on. And let's see, did we get 100% pickup? Yes, the 3.2 will work on here. And you can hire a worker, check that out. We got the silage additive going on, so this is another good, I think this is a really great tool for around the farmhouse, honestly. And starting equipment until you can build up money if, you know, things are tight. Maybe you're doing a rags to riches or whatever. This is really cheap equipment to get your hands into compared to other items. But this is decent. I could see this as being possibly a useful piece of equipment. Now, where I have my biggest problem with this DLC, stuff we've already had technically, okay? We paid for it in 19. We definitely did. I think it should have been free in 22. But going back to what I said, if you look at year 1 season pass versus year 2 season pass, we do have an extra piece of content. And you could just assume that this was the free content for this pack. It's going to have its specialized uses. I think people that are going to play on maps like this Alpine map will find it very useful. People that are doing maybe rags to riches could find this as good options for starting equipment to get jobs done cheaply. This is definitely going to be really good equipment, I believe, although I haven't seen the map yet, but from what it sounds like, the new map coming out at the end of the year 2 season pass is going to be a small Euro map somewhere. So I'm thinking this is going to be perfect for that. But you know, I think this equipment should have came out with the. And by the way, that ding's a mod. Don't pay attention to that. So if yours ain't dinging, it ain't. Don't worry, folks. It's a mod. This just letting me know that we're close to being full. Yeah, I think this is going to be cool for around here. I'm actually surprised that it did the 3.2. I thought it would have to be a 3 meter. So, okay, what's good is it's going to keep on mowing, and even though it's full, it picks up the what you call it? Oh no, she stopped. Was it because she was near the end? What will she do? So this is the downfall. It only holds 13,900 liters. I don't feel that's a lot, but we can always mod something like this, right? Give it a crazy number. Or you could have one of 82 Studios' crazy crates near the field and dump it right into there and keep on trucking. Or hell, just dump it underground and use a belt to pick it up later off the field. That way you can get back to rolling it and fertilizing and do whatever you gotta do to keep her healthy. So, I mean, there are, as much as I'm not excited about this pack, there are things here I can see myself using down the road in gameplay. Matter of fact, this one and those riding mowers will probably come to the one that we're doing now on our server. But this isn't a bad little setup here. Would I want to do a whole field with this little guy? No, not really, but you know, you do what you gotta do sometimes, right folks? Especially when you're just starting on a map. Money goes fast, don't come easy. At least not at first. So let's look at this. We're gonna go ahead and I love the turning radius, it's awesome. So let's see what it looks like to dump. We're gonna take a dump over here, my friends. Maybe right here. Is that guy wind rowing or that guy's wind rowing, so we're good. So we can just dump it right here. This is grass that we have here. So let's see what it looks like to dump. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool. That actually dumps really good for silage pits, man. I'm not gonna lie. And it don't have, well, probably shouldn't say that. I was about to say it doesn't have a problem climbing. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the animation on that, man. Can we jump it? Whee! Oh, look at that articulation there a little bit. That's cool. So now we got to show you some features of this equipment here. Yeah. That was sweet. I love the little beak, I ain't gonna lie. That thing's in our way. We're just gonna park that right here. So let's take a look at. I know I had me a fin over here. Oh, they're trying to repo it. So we're gonna do that, and actually we're just gonna drive it right off of there. Haha, sucker. Alright, so this piece of equipment is rated higher than the equipment that we got with the pack, but something tells me on flats it's gonna work. So this has an interesting mesh cover there, so we can open cover, bada bing bada boom. You could have this cool little advertisement board on the back. Now from what I understand, this can be used as any type of forage. So you can lower your pickup, you can turn it on. You can adjust that. What does this do? This does their flappy doodad for your forage harvesters. Alright, so before we do this, we'll go ahead and put some silage additive in here. Yes, sir. Those 10 liters. Gotta bless that movie magic, baby. Let's give this thing a whirl. And then we're going to show you some features of those other two weirdo looking thingies. She is doing good. That was actually a really wide and messy area there. She almost got 100% of that, folks. She's got a good pickup. Now, if I remember right, for the Alpine DLC, this was a really good piece of equipment. The old Forage harvest wagon thing that they had. It just did a solid job. Now we can do Alt 0 on here. We can go faster here. And we're going to see how much she holds, baby. Was she able to keep up? Oh yeah, that's a clean line right there, folks. No overloading. Looks like she's going to be able to hold a decent amount. I could have done the math, but I like to look. Well, I want to see it work. And we'll open it up so you guys can see it filling. Alright, so we're full, and it's going to hold 47,300 liters. I like that. That's not bad. I wish that little guy held that much. I think I'd be a lot happier. Got the branding on it. Of course, it's almost like it disappears when it's folded in. You don't see it. So you know what our next step is. That thing at 39 miles an hour, man, handled it. Did a good job on the pickup. Can't lie about that, folks. So let's go ahead and we're gonna open it up. You guys know what I'm gonna do next. We're going to pretend we're dumping in a silo here. Let's see what we got going on here. Now it's got a rolling floor. This too is going to be a real nice dump. Just kind of cruise it at a couple miles an hour, man. You're going to be alright. The unload's pretty fast. Look at that. We're ready to go again. I should have ran a timer on that. And it doesn't care about the mound. Nice. This is actually a nice piece of equipment here, folks. I kind of like this guy here. So, okay, we have one more thing to show you guys before we end this here stream. Oh my god, we made it to an hour. I didn't know if we were going to have enough to fill up an hour. Thank you, Fent, for your amazing service yet again. Alright, so we need... Let's get the yellow guy. Where is our yellow guy here? Nope, nope, nope. Love the animation on that unfolding and folding. Looks good. So what we're going to do next is we're going to show you something a little interesting about this cab. These cabs will ensure that you stay level at all times, which is pretty freaking nifty. So something else I like about these what do they call them, shifters? So let's say this half of the field was grass, the other half was hay. I can come in with that thing and move this over a couple spots and widen it up so I don't mix my product up, which is kind of cool. I like that. So what we want to do is go to a field up yonder here who has a terrain issue. We got the Pro deck on top there. So this is a prime example. You can already see it right now. My cab is staying level. There you go, right there, boom. Perfect. Now it looks like I'm crooked, but it's actually holding me at a level. Which I think is kind of cool. And it automatically does that. From the cab, it's a little freaky if you're not used to it. That's what it'd be like going in and out. So something else that's cool about this, not only is your cab going to keep you level, there's all these mower decks, and I think the pickup on that will hug the ground. And you're going to see that here in just a moment, folks. So we're going to drive straight over here because we know we have inclines and declines of elevation. This ain't a field, but we're going to do it anywho's. There's that cab working at its best. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over here. We're going to lower that. We're going to turn this on. And this thing's going to hug the ground. No matter what the angle is, that bad boy is going to suffocate the ground. There we go. Boom, baby, we're going to get up to full speed. It's holding us level, and that thing will not let up off the ground, man. You're not going to miss a blade of grass with this bad boy. Because we have a real mower, it's going to take that bush right out of there. And that's what's cool about this equipment. This equipment is made specifically for these kind of applications. So that's your, let's say your left and right. We're going to do an up and down so you guys can see it. I believe the little red one does the same thing. We'll check that out here in a moment. Look at that. It is so easy to make sure you don't miss a blade of grass. So easy, it should be illegal. So for the up and down, we're actually going to switch over to the, what I call the smaller one. Nothing fancy about the cab. It's pretty basic. It's meant to get the job done, not to be like a rocket ship or cool innovative technologies in here. So we're going to go ahead and drop the Pro. I'm going to let this guy finish his. I think this might do the same thing. I don't know. We're going to have to see. I was going to say you could hook up another one in the back and switch between mowers and never stop. And go up and down. So we saw it with the Pro. We're going to go with the standard. We're going to go up and down and all around. This little red one doesn't seem to do it. Looks like that yellow one has that technology. But it still hugs the ground. You're not missing a blade of grass. And that's all the pieces of equipment, my friends. We've shown you everything. I mean, we didn't show you this, but we've already seen how it worked with the small thing. Nothing different there. Oh, no, 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 no. We have one more guy. 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 I knew we needed to fight for one more job. One more thing to show you guys. I lied to you. I think this might be the biggest product shifter that we have. It looks good with the Fendt, doesn't it? That's why I picked it. So I'm just curious, what the hell happens if we put it through this biscuit? So we're going to go ahead and unfold. Decent. Now this one I like because you can do middle, you can do left, you can do right, you can do the outside, and back to the middle. So for this, since we're going through a big pile, let's go do the outside. Oh man, that is impressive. That just took that massive mound and made it into two. So if you accidentally spilled your stuff where it doesn't belong, you can easily separate this into 4 piles, which would make it more manageable. That is cool. And the suspension on those wheels were independent, it appeared to be. Yes, definitely independent suspension. That is decent. I actually really kind of like this guy. Well, damn it to hell. See what you're doing to me, Giants. You give us the same old junk, but then you kind of make me like it. So, yes, it has a sense of familiarity, but, not bad equipment. Still would rather this be free than paid content. Now we are done. Glad you enjoyed this first look at... Oh, wait, we had something else I wanted to show. Yes. So let's see. We're going to fill this up magically with grass. Boom, it's full. So now we're going to go back up to the house because there's something I wanted to check out. I like that you can go through these bushes and those fences. We got another new mod here we're going to show you right quick. Let's make sure we can dump this in here. Nope. We can dump it in here. Not what we want. Alright. You just stay there, Mr. Fent. We're going to go get one of our little hoopies here. There's a trailer I saw. We can fill it up with a wee little bit. So, I mean, let's think about it. Would I rather drag this little guy or have that truck with the little wagon? I probably would rather have the truck. But we're going to grab this here because I like the open-ended over school stuff sometimes. I just realized my character hasn't changed her clothes since she went on that first trip with Nick and the crew. Speaking of that, Nick and the Hick will be back this Wednesday. Yes, sir. He'll be back this Wednesday on ATS or ETS, not sure. But that's the game plan, and we want this thing here. Let's we're going to fill it with 8,000 liters of wheat. We're going to build something right quick. So if we go down here, and I don't know if it's going to be under decorations, other. No. Production. There we go. Alright. Now usually I'll put one on each side, but that's all good. And we're going to go ahead and dump, and if everything works right, we now have a cool digital board that's Ingame mod out. Yes, and it seems to be working, and it's in English. So we could put this on our map in front of the other boards and hopefully get an English readout. That's why I'm kind of excited about it. So that is cool. Alright folks, this is Farming Sinz signing off from the Giant's Graveyard of Scrap Metal. It'll probably be a long time before you see me on this map for any other reason than this. You guys smash them buttons and ring that bell. I'll catch you on next time. Have a great night.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Peace.